Okay. It's been over 24 hours now. The dust has settled. James Gunn, Peter Safran, the new co-CEOs of the newly developed DC Studios, have unveiled their DC universe going forward. Let's get into it. Hello DC fans of YouTube, welcome to another That's Just Joe video. My name's Joe and that's about it. So this is going to be a very quick, unedited little video talking about the DC Universe that's just been announced by Gunn and Safran, the co-CEOs of DC Studios. And yeah, to be honest, big shock to me. A lot of these projects I'm not really looking forward to because I either don't know the IP or the franchise and everything. But there's some in there, that I'm really looking forward to. Now, we have this fantastic timeline of everything made by Heroes Reforged, which are a fantastic YouTube channel. You can go check out their videos and everything. I love this channel, so thank you to them for this very simple timeline, which should have been released when the announcement was happening. I have to say the announcement was a little bit disappointing, not just because they didn't have a big graphic and logos come up, but also the way it was spread across different news outlets. Were like, I was getting different information from different news outlets and exclusives here and there. It was just a boggle. So I left it for 24 hours. I've tried to make this video so many times, and we have all the information we want now, and you can go and check out lots of videos out there that break down every single little tidbit that was revealed. Boba Talks is one. You have to go and watch his videos. They're really well crafted and well edited, and yeah, he's just fantastic at it. So I'm not going to get into every single thing Gunn and Safran said, but I just want to go over the timeline of the DC Universe, or should I say Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. That's what they're calling this first phase, if you want to call it that, you Marvel fans. Going forward. Now, obviously, we need to talk about projects that have been announced and everything. So the Batman Part 2, that's what is officially being titled, is coming out October 3rd, 2025. I'm very excited, but fuck me, that is far away. That is so far away. And considering a new Superman movie, which was announced a while ago, and Gunn is writing, possibly directing, is going to be coming out before that, the same year but in the summer. And my mind, I can't wait for a new Batman film with Pattinson, with Matt Reeves' universe. But hey, we have the Penguin series coming out next year. Now anyway, I'm waffling, I'm getting yeah, you know, all that. But let's talk about the timeline. Now, obviously, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods, the second film of the Shazam films, all two of them. I'm waffling again, but that's coming out very soon. And then that's going to connect straight to The Flash. And James Gunn is calling this the best comic book movie he has ever seen. Mind fucking blown. What? Well, Michael Keaton returning as Batman. The money's there, and it's going to be the best comic book movie anybody has ever seen. So that is happening June 16th, 2023. Or is it? Anyway, what The Flash is going to do is a Flashpoint sort of storyline where Barry messes up time trying to save his mum and everything, and then I guess he tries to piece it back together, but not everything works out as he planned. So the universe resets, and then we enter the new DC Universe with Blue Beetle. Now, Blue Beetle has been filmed. It's in post-production currently. And I don't know much about this character, but I've heard very good things about it. And then we have Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. So does this mean Jason Momoa is connected to the DC Universe? Is he the Aquaman of the DC Universe? That's not quite clear. But it did sound like in Gunn's video statement on Twitter that Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 take place in their new DC Universe. But then he talked about the projects which are considered the actual overall arc of Chapter 1. And bear in mind, not everything got announced for Chapter 1. They're still keeping some stuff in the wings. They don't want to announce everything. And also, just because there's TV shows and animations and films, he also talked about video games and how every single thing is going to connect, not just in terms of story, but also people playing these parts. So, for example, for Superman, if the actor in Superman is in the films, he will play the character in the TV shows and the video games and the animation. So, big picture deal for these actors entering the new DC universe. But let's start with Superman Legacy, coming out July 11th, 2025. Written by Gunn, definitely being directed by Gunn, there's no doubt about it. And yeah, it sounds great. He talks in depth about it. Superman's going to be about 25 years old. Already Superman, already Clark Kent working at the Daily Planet. Great stuff. Can't wait to find out more. We're definitely getting loads of news for this film this year, because they will be starting to film it at the end of this year for release of 2025. Now, in terms of other films, again, a lot of TV shows announced and an animation TV show as well. Another film is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So this is going to be a more edgier sort of Superman in a way. That's how Gunn described it. More like serious, and I don't exactly get what he was trying to get at, but basically it's not going to be a Supergirl you've seen before. And I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, that's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. The other film, which is probably the biggest bit of news, I'd say, was Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Now, the reason this is big news is because Gunn confirmed that Robin will be in this film. Batman will already be established in the DC universe. This is obviously not Robert Pattinson's Batman. That is in the Elseworlds projects, which we'll get into in a minute. But Robin will be Damian Wayne, who is Bruce Wayne's son. And basically, he's a little assassin and, quote James Gunn, a little shit. So this is going to be a very different Batman film, unlike others we've seen recently. Now, in terms of other films that I've never really heard of and projects I'm not like, oh my god, I've got to watch that, is The Authority. And it sounds like a film that's going to follow superhumans that basically take the law into their own hands. They're vigilantes, basically, across the DC universe, literally the galaxy, the DC galaxy, and don't care about the rules and everything. They just want to get the job done. Sounds interesting. Sounds a bit Guardians of the Galaxy, but we'll see. The big thing that was announced was Swamp Thing. I know a lot of people have been talking about this for a while, but there's rumours James Mangold is in talks to direct this at the moment. He directed Logan, and he has directed the most recent Indiana Jones film that is due to come out soon. And that's going to be more horror, which I'm very interested in. And that's a big thing to know about this slate and these films, is that Gunn doesn't want to just keep to one template. He wants creatives like directors and writers and all that want to give their vision to these projects. They are all connected story-wise, but in terms of what they look like and how they feel and the music and every single little thing, they will be different, hopefully. That's the hope anyway. And it's not going to be the Gunverse. It will be the DC universe, and everything will feel different. That's great. Love it. In terms of TV shows, though, we got a few announcements. We got Lanterns, which is going to follow two of the Green Lanterns on Earth, so terrestrial, investigating something bad that's happened. I think that sounds kick-ass. Sounds like Lethal Weapon and everything. I like it. I like the idea, but I don't know much more about Green Lantern, to be honest, but I like the concept that he was talking about. The other TV show, and this is an animated show that he's written all 7 episodes, is Creature Commandos. I don't know much about this. I did a little research, and it sounds like the Suicide Squad, but with metahumans, basically. The other TV show was Paradise Lost. This is based on Ferris Schema, which is the home of Wonder Woman, but this is a prequel. It's going to be a Game of Thrones type thing, he said. That's live action. I'm very much looking forward to that. Then Amanda Waller, the show, that's going to be fantastic. Viola Davis returning as Waller. Love it. Booster Gold, which is about a superhero, well, a guy from the future who comes back in time, uses advanced technology to pretend to be a superhuman. It's going to be great. That sounds like a good TV show. I'm really looking forward to that, and it's very James Gunn. And then, that was it, really. That was the slate of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. But again, more projects to be announced. Now, in terms of Elseworlds, James Gunn has confirmed that the Matt Reeves Batman universe films and the TV show and Todd Phillips' Joker and all that will be classed as Elseworlds, and it sounds like they're getting their own label as DC Elseworlds, and I'm very much looking forward to these. The Batman Part 2, October 3rd, 2025, way too far away. Superman and Lois will be continuing for 1 or 2 more seasons, let's see. And then obviously we get Joker 2, which I'm a bit not quite sure about, but we'll see. I trust Todd Phillips, and Lady Gaga is possibly playing Harley Quinn, so it sounds quite exciting, but I kind of like Joker as its own thing. Anyway, guys, that was my very quick recap, unedited, just talking about what I think of. Wow, this is when I talk about what I think about it overall. I'm not on board. There's just a lot of things in there that I'm not sure of, but I do trust James Gunn. I do trust his plan. And the more I think about it as the hours pass, the more I get excited. But the next film I'm really, really excited about, apart from the Batman Part 2, and this Superman film sounds interesting, is The Flash. Because I think it's going to be huge. If James Gunn is calling it the best comic book movie he's ever seen, it's going to be the best comic book movie me and you have ever seen. Anyway, guys, what do you think of this slate? Let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Be more videos coming up soon. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. May the Force or the DC Universe be with you.